Donald Trump loved strolling through the bustling and vibrant streets of New York. Throughout his career, he had made headlines for his success in business and his time in politics. However, one of the lesser-known aspects of Trump was his genuine interest in people's stories. This interest would soon lead to an unforgettable experience. One crisp autumn morning, as he stepped out of Trump Tower, the cold air enveloped the city streets. People hurried to work, and street musicians filled the corners with melodies. But what caught Trump's attention was a young woman sitting on the edge of the sidewalk. Wrapped in a worn-out coat with a few old belongings in front of her, she looked like someone fighting a tough battle with life. Trump slowed his steps. People glanced at him with surprise as he approached the woman. "Hello," he said kindly. "Is everything okay?" The woman lifted her head. Her weary face revealed that she had been living on the streets for quite some time. There was both embarrassment and astonishment in her eyes. "Thank you for not ignoring me and talking to me," she said softly. "My name is Emily." "Nice to meet you, Emily. I'm Donald Trump," he said, extending his hand. Emily's eyes widened a bit, though a faint smile appeared on her face. "I know who you are. But what are people like you doing here?" she asked. Trump smiled. "I always enjoy meeting people and hearing their stories. So, what's your story?" Emily took a deep breath. "Life hasn't always been easy. My parents died when I was young, and I grew up in foster care for a while. Later, I tried to stand on my own, but things didn't go well. I looked for a job, but my health issues led to constant rejections. Now, I'm living on the streets." Trump listened carefully. Emily's struggles reminded him of the invisible battles that many people face. "So, what would you like to do in life?" he asked. A brief hesitation crossed Emily's face. "I always dreamed of opening an art studio one day. I wanted to show people how painting could be a form of therapy. But that's just a dream now." Trump could sense the talent and passion within Emily. He thought for a moment and made up his mind. "Listen, Emily," he said seriously. "It's not too late to chase your dreams. I want to help you. I'll arrange for you to stay at a hotel tonight, and tomorrow I'll introduce you to some people. I have connections in the art world. Maybe we can make this dream a reality." Emily's eyes filled with tears. "Really? Would you do that for me?" "Yes," Trump said firmly. "Because everyone deserves a second chance." That evening, Emily slept in a warm bed for the first time in a long while. True to his word, Trump introduced her to prominent gallery owners and workshop managers the next day. Emily's talent was quickly recognized. Her works were both creative and emotionally profound. As months passed, Emily's life transformed completely. She established her own studio and began offering free art classes to young people from the streets. She expressed the challenges she had faced through her art and became a beacon of inspiration. One day, Emily was invited to speak at a major art exhibition as the guest of honor. Standing confidently before the audience, her voice carried pride and a touch of emotion. "In my darkest days, someone believed in me," she said, her gaze finding Trump in the crowd. Donald Trump wasn't just a famous businessman or former president. He was someone bold enough to change a life. "I am forever grateful." Trump sat among the audience, his eyes gleaming with pride at Emily's success. Emily's story made headlines, but Trump, always modest about his role, attributed the success entirely to her. "I just opened a door," he told reporters. "Emily walked through it and created miracles." Emily knew the truth: sometimes all it takes to change a life is someone willing to believe in you. Her story became a source of inspiration in the art world. Emily's studio became more than just a creative hub. It transformed into a community space. She began hosting weekly art therapy sessions, often sharing her story to encourage participants. The studio became a symbol of how colors and creative energy could transform lives. One day, Trump attended another exhibition at Emily's studio. Their reunion drew significant media attention. But for Trump, what mattered most was the happiness radiating from Emily's face. "This studio is proof of the power of dreams and courage," Trump said proudly. "Emily reminded me once again that sometimes just a little support can change lives." The story ends here. If you want to hear more stories like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give it a like. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking, and see you in the next story.